It is the final game north of the border during the 2022 season for the Yankees, and history was made.
And the 3-2. Drilled deep to left field. This could be it. See ya, number 61.
My recap, your reactions coming up next. This is Yankees Game Night.
It's just a reaction.
Goodness gracious! This is Yankees Game Night.
We can put on the fun hat tonight. That was pretty fun. How's it going, everybody? I know why you are happy tonight. 61 home runs for Aaron Judge. Unbelievable. I never thought that I would see a Yankee do it. I've been watching the Yankees for over 30 years. I grew up to the stories of Roger Maris and how fun that Magic summer was. I watched the movie 61. I read the book 61. I saw McGuire and Sosa do it. But nothing could have prepared me for how much fun this would be. Isaac says, witnessing a greatest of all time. He is amazing. And because he's been clutch all season, his home run actually gave the Yankees the lead. So we're going to go ahead and give out an early belt.
Let's go. Belt winner.
There's not much else left to say about the man.
Pay that man his money.
So, before we go tonight, I have an extended 5-minute or so documentary snippet from something I'm putting together called Journey to 62. I'll play that for you before we shut it down tonight, but at least we can make it Journey to 61 if he never gets there. So anyway, this game meant absolutely nothing to the Yankees' postseason formula. So Aaron Boone actually designated Anthony Rizzo as the acting manager tonight. Rizzo even wore his fancy watch. It reminded me of that Simpsons episode where the boxing character that was based on Mike Tyson, Drederick Tatum, was set to fight Homer Simpson, who could really take a punch, but during the match, Tatum showed such disdain for Homer's boxing ability that he took a break to have a conversation with actor Charlie Sheen. That's what it felt with 8 games left in the season, letting your first baseman manage the game. So after clinching the American League East yesterday, there's only a few things left to pay attention to for the Yankees during the season, aside from maybe the development of some of the younger guys and the health of some of the older guys. But one of them is obviously the Aaron Judge home run chase. I thought for sure they would give him the night off, but as is the case on this channel almost supernaturally often, I was wrong. He wanted to play. I don't blame him. It paid off. Amazing moment. Incredible. Great call from Michael Kay. The guy's just superhuman. He's paranormal. Pick your superlative. The guy is an absolute unicorn. And by the way, he's still leading for the Triple Crown. Garrett Cole was sharp for the first 5 innings tonight, then the proverbial wheels fell off. We'll talk more about Garrett Cole. I saw a few comments early on in the chat about Garrett Cole, so I don't want to miss it. But first, we also got to talk about Jason Dominguez, the Martian, absolutely tearing up the AA Eastern Championship Series. Last I saw, he was 3 for 3 tonight with 2 home runs, 1 from each side of the plate. I put the footage in the upper right reel. I've been on the Martian hype train since the very beginning, since they signed him. And I'll say it again. This guy's not going to be a star. He's going to be a superstar. He's going to be amazing. He's going to really give the American League a ton of trouble for the next decade plus. Watch. So the Yankees got off to a hot start tonight. Rizzo was fired up about his lineup. Most notable hit of the first inning was Oswald Peraza, who picked up his first Major League RBI. Look, the kid can hit. He also looked pretty smooth out there at shortstop, I got to admit. I think he's ready. I don't know what the infield is going to look like next year. Volpe is almost ready. Torres and LeMahieu are under contract next year. Josh Donaldson is under contract. IKF is under contract, and he's gotten better as the year's gone along. Maybe not defensively at shortstop. He makes the occasional great play, but still has too many problems with the routine. But I think he is perfect as a defensive third baseman and as a utility player. Oswaldo Cabrera can play all over the place. So the infield next year is a place where the Yankees have a lot of flexibility. And it'll be interesting to see how Oswald Peraza fits in. To me, from what I've seen, he's your best shortstop on the roster right now. Bar none. Best shortstop. Looks like we got a quick dono from Bob Trambly. Thank you, Bob. So, Oswaldo Cabrera. There was a play in the top of the second where Aaron Hicks was on first base, and Cabrera lined what should have been a clean single to center field. And Hicks totally read it wrong and ended up getting thrown out at second. So it didn't count as a hit for Cabrera. It counted as a fielder's choice. Oswaldo showed a little bit of frustration. I saw a few people get on him about that. I'm sure the manager probably got on him about that. I didn't mind it because, look, this is the big leagues. You should be able to read a line drive single to center field. Flat out. Garrett Cole was perfect through 5 innings before allowing a leadoff home run in the 6th inning. 32nd home run that he's allowed this year. That's a career high. One bad inning got Garrett Cole again. Blue Jays ended up tying the game. Cole was done after 6 1/3. Final line, 3 hits, 3 runs, 4 strikeouts. So he's tied with Guidry at 248. So there's that. But no one cares. This episode, this story, this game is about Aaron Judge, top of the 7th.
That ball is high. It is far. It is gone.
Play that man his money.
2-run shot to give the Yankees the lead. Honestly, one of the coolest things I've ever seen in my life. Ever. To see a Yankee do it, it means a ton to me. To do it while I'm covering the Yankees in this way that I'm covering them. It's just a really cool thing to have happen in my lifetime. Great call by Michael K. Great coverage by Yes. The different regional networks and national networks have been breaking into Yes coverage for about a week now. So it's huge for them to get this out of the way. It takes a lot of pressure off of them. And in my opinion, the people at the Yes network, from Michael K. to John J. Filippelli to Jack Curry to Meredith Marakovich and David Cohn and Paul O'Neill, they're the best in the business. Round of applause for them. Spaghetti. I ate spaghetti tonight. Says, congrats to Aaron Judge on home run number 61, and thanks to me for doing home runs number 1 through 61. I appreciate you, my friend. I appreciate you. Yanks tacked on a couple of runs thanks to some sloppy baseball from the Blue Jays in the 9th. And Aroldis Chapman closed it down. After all that, no sweat, pun intended. Yankees win their 96th game of the season.
Ball game over. Yankees win. Yankees win. You're a winner.
Andrew Thomasone says, pay the man and make him captain, and I 100% agree.
I wholeheartedly agree.
AV says, did you react to the home run live? I did not react to the home run live. Tonight is my wife and I's anniversary, so I was juggling a lot of things tonight. So I couldn't go live. But I guaranteed that I would be on for a recap, and I've got this documentary coming out that I think you're all going to absolutely, positively love when it gets here. Aaron Judge says, give my uncle some money. Frankie Baseball says, happy anniversary. By the way, if my wife is watching this, she doesn't really watch anymore. When I first started, she used to watch. Now I think she subscribes to the audio podcast to kind of help my stats a little bit. But I don't think she's watched one of these in forever. So she's in bed right now. If you do happen to be watching, honey, I love you and happy anniversary. One Talleyrand says he'll be a Yankee for life, just like Jeter. I hope so. And Giannis Molo says, are we going to get 100 wins? That would be excellent. We've got a shot. There are 7 games left. The Yankees need 4 out of 7. So you win more games than you lose the rest of the way, and you get to 100. You got a few games against Baltimore at home. There's going to be a huge buzz in the stadium as everyone looks for number 62. And then you've got Texas, where theoretically Judge should see some pitches to hit because the Rangers are out of it. So I'm looking forward to a fun 7 games here. And hopefully we'll get to 100 wins and Judge will get to, 63 or 64. 62 would be nice. You want 62? 61 itself is an accomplishment. Hell, 50 is an accomplishment. 41. But in terms of scale, 61 is an accomplishment. 62 is a much bigger accomplishment. And then 64 or 65 would be unbelievable. He'd have to get red hot, but I think he's going to get some time off. How about those swings from Jason Dominguez tonight? This is the second home run. It was a high fastball, and he just absolutely tomahawked it off of the Chico's bail bond sign in center field. He's got 19 home runs now in the minor leagues, and he's been red hot. He's been getting better as he goes up, and that includes Double-A, where he is dominating the Eastern Series Championship. Just looking fantastic. All right, let's go to the box score and highlights tonight. We'll start with the highlights. First, let's take a look at number 61. It was a low line drive, very similar to the home run that Mark McGwire hit for number 62. Team showed him so much emotion, all sorts of hugs. I loved the hug from Aaron Boone there. Just a lot of genuine happiness for the guy. When you want someone else to be happy, your happiness is their happiness. Their happiness is your happiness. So it's awesome. Yanks, AL East champions. This game meant nothing to them, but they still brought out the whooping stick. Take a look at Donaldson in the first, beating the shift, opposite field base hit. That scored Aaron Judge, who was on with a walk. And then Oswald Peraza. He hits the ball hard, man, right through the hole. And he looked good at short tonight, too. This was a pop fly from Marwin Gonzalez. Scores the run. Throw gets cut off. A little later on, Garrett Cole working on a perfect game at this point, but this one gets golfed into the second row for a solo shot. A little later on in the inning, run scores and made it 3-2. And then Vladdy with the sac fly to tie the game at 3. But then Mr. Judge getting into one, puts it away. Number 61. Family happy, teammates celebrating. Beautiful moment. One for all time. All right, let's get to the box score. So, Garrett Cole gets his 13th win of the season. He's got a 3.51 ERA on the season. Not amazing, not terrible. 36 million? 1 for 4 for Judge with 2 RBIs coming via the home run and a walk. 313 average, 1.121 OPS, continues to lead in the Triple Crown, the latest I've seen. CT nice for the Maris family. 100% agree. Unbelievable. So going through the box score a little bit more. Peraza, 2 hits tonight. Bader with a hit and an RBI. He's got a bunch of RBIs since coming to the Yankees. He's got at least 7 or 8 RBIs. LeCastro, 2 for 4. He was in the locker room partying last night without a shirt And I saw a lot of comments on, oh my God, did you guys know LeCastro is ripped? The guy's an outfielder in the major leagues who's built around being a speedy outfielder. What did you expect him to have, bitch tits? He's a beast. He's ripped, shredded. Aaron Hicks went 3 for 3 tonight. Got to give a round of applause to that man. Getting off the mat. And we're going to take a look at the pitching. Yankees used 5 pitchers tonight. Besides Garrett Cole, Zach Britton came in, had a couple of walks. Did not look good, but he gets a hold. Efros got an out. Schmidt worked a scoreless inning. And Aroldis Chapman shut it down with a couple of strikeouts. Yankees take care of business. Frankie says, R.I.P. Coolio. Did Coolio die? Oh, my God. I hope not. I hope that's fake news. I really do. Coolio was, oh, man, he was a staple of my childhood. We got NYY News in the house. Let's get a round of applause for Mr. Pete. Shout out to Pete, because, look, I've done some watch parties. I did a lot of watch parties when I first started this channel, and I just discovered I didn't have the energy for it. I'm getting too old to sit there for 3 hours. I can't do it. My back starts to hurt. And Pete is he's basically Vin Scullying this thing this season, this run we're on. Doing a solo, usually call of the game every single night for an audience of several hundred. So kudos to you. Let's see here. Gio says, Hicks for MVP. I don't know if we're going to take it that far yet.
Just a bit outside.
James G says Hicks robbed to the belt. You guys are being awful hard on him. Yeah, he had a good night, 3 hits, but I mean, you hit 61 home runs. That's kind of a rule of the channel, right? You hit 61 home runs, you get the belt. That's how it goes. X-Wing says Coolio dead at 59. Oh man, that's tough. That's tough. Come along and ride on a fantastic voyage. All right, so according to one Tally Rand, Carpenter is supposedly going to come back on October 5th. So that'll be nice. That'll be a little bit of left-handed pop. But you have to wonder if, he's had enough reps or if he's able to get enough reps to even get in any kind of game shape between now and then. Right? I mean, the guy's 36 years old. It doesn't come back right away, especially when you've been in a walking boot for a while. And then there's the little matter of getting his swing right. Usually it takes guys a couple of weeks of hitting and rehab and, a couple of minor league games. He's not going to have the benefit of any of that. He's going to have to basically roll out of bed at 3 a.m. and hit, like that old cliche, that old baseball aphorism. Let's see here. James G says Hicks for president. Yeah, he had a good night. And CT Carr says, Coolio, the only person ever to get mad at Weird Al. What was that for? Was that from Gangster's Paradise and Amish Paradise? Man, that's tough. 59 is too young. That's way too young. Thank you to Doug Yates for the... No. Okay, I got something special for you guys. This was a magical night, and I want to get to it before everyone leaves. We got about 800 people in the chat. So I'm working on this documentary. It's called The Journey to 62, and I've got a sneak preview that I want to give you guys updated with number 62. Now, the documentary itself is going to be about, 22, 23 minutes long. It's like an episode of The Office, just like one of my podcasts. But this particular clip is about 5 minutes long, and it takes place at the back half, right? So this is just a little teaser, and then the next time you guys see any of this, it will be when it officially gets released.
Sultan of SWAT ended up with 60 in 1927.
Only Marison Ruth reached 60 home runs before 1990.
Astros fans be like, no one gives about American League only accomplishments. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have some American League Championship replica rings to polish.
And here's the 3-1. Drilled deep to left field. There it goes! Number 60!
60th home run of the year.
wish I would have done that with the bases loaded, you know, a little earlier in the game. You know, I was a little upset at myself.
60 home runs off 54 different pitchers. And you talk about responding to pressure. His September is among the best that we have ever seen.
And I think when Judge is at the plate, he's saying to himself, this must be the place. This is the place where he wants to hit 61.
Just as he did to finish his night last night against Pittsburgh.
Aaron Judge, center field, way back, but Hernandez is there.
Swung on and drilled to center field! And deep! Forget it! Forget it! No! No!
Story really would have written itself for Aaron Judge here tonight, wouldn't it? Traveling out toward Monument Park, maybe it would have even landed near Roger Maris's monument. Instead, it fell about 4 feet shy of the wall.
Bob, there are already a lot of excited Yankees fans in attendance, a ton of 99 jerseys in the crowd.
And here comes Judge. Struck out looking in the first. He has 60 home runs. Here is a high drive to center field, but it's well short of the distance.
Just a little bit more serendipity. We talked about how Judge wears 99. Roger Maris wore number 9. They kept showing the retired 9. Eventually, there's going to be somebody that comes up in 50 years that's even bigger than Judge, and he's going to wear number 999.
They're standing up, waiting to see him. Roger Maris.
Hit on the ground, fair over third, up base hit to left field.
Swings at it, drives it high but playable left center field. The first reaction is from the crowd.
The game has been called, understandably so.
He kind of quick pitched him a little bit, maybe just enabled him to miss it just enough.
There's been a ton of attention on you this homestand. What has that been like for you?
It's just another game to me.
So here is Judge, again chasing history.
And the right-hander deals. Line to right center field, has a base hit.
And the glare of the Broadway lights not as bright on him, but there was a big crowd. Judge is intentionally wrong. So here he is. You root for the Yankees, but you're really rooting for this guy over the last week or so. The 3-2 pitch. He walked again for the 4th time. Patience is certainly a virtue, but it's not a 61st home run.
Trevino deals. A ground ball in the infield to Gleyber Torres. Throws to first in time. Eastern Division in the American League over. Yankees win.
So you can look around this room. We got MVPs. We got All-Stars, Silver Slugger, winners.
The toughest division to win. You got a pack of lunch, as I like to say, when you're playing these teams.
And the 3-2. Drilled deep to left field. This could be it. See ya, number 61.
And you never see emotion from Aaron Judge. Well, you did here. What a monkey off his back.